Okay, boys, twin back on the video, man. I'm gonna try to explain the Roehl's driver CDL school in 10 minutes. Forgive me if it's 11, 12, so it's bad. So keep up.
Hard up in that front and spin that band. Fuck you, be spinning again. If you lucky, bitch, will give you a chance. Can't get that 2 6 shots, that's one man.
It's a 3-week program if you're a drive-in or refrigerator driver. It's a 4-week program if you're a flatbed driver. Each week you get paid $600. $600 growth. So net, meaning taking home, you're taking home around 500 maybe. Sometimes maybe like 520, usually 500. I didn't see people get like 450. So I'm gonna just say 500 because I got 500. So I'm gonna say what I got. So more of the story, I have a month to pay $2,000. I have a month. Yeah. So if you wasn't in that state, they usually relocate you. Not relocate you. They usually like either fly you out, give you a bus, whichever they're gonna do is gonna be, of course, to the nearest terminal. But fly you out, bus, or they give you a rental car. Or for me, I was already near here because I live like 30 minutes down the street. But you know, they give you a hotel pretty much. So I got a hotel per se, and I just took the shuttle the first day, which it was something I did not like, but I figured to that. So you what's it called? Yeah. So they either whatever you did, whether transportation you got there to the hotel, it flew you, like I said, bus, shuttle car, bus, or rental car. But you had to be there. They got you there Sunday, so you can be ready Monday. So more of the story, you get there the first week. Mainly, everyone knows, like any other CDL school, it's all schoolwork for the most part. We did end up doing like pre-trips the third day and stuff like that, and walking and like actually be able to see the trucks, stuff like that. But the first, actually, we was going pretty. My group was actually doing pretty good. So by Friday, we was bobtailing the trucks actually around the terminal on Friday. This is basically the feel for the truck. So like I said, the first week is pretty much just schoolwork, doing paperwork for the company. And then I forgot to say, it's out of 5 days each. It's actually 6 days for 3 weeks. So the 6th day was pretty much just showing pretty much the dangers of trucking. They basically like teaching me like what you shouldn't do, what this and that, And for example, they gave us one girl. She graduated out of Roehl, and then went there like 2 weeks later and killed a bunch of people. Killed like 3 people because she crashed. This educational purpose anyway is not to make Roehl look bad. Roehl is actually a safe company. They're too safe. Well, I don't say too safe. They're like real safe. They won awards for being safe. That's how good they are. But you can't expect them to be perfect. Some shit happens, mistakes happen, shit like that happens all the time in trucking. So they're really a good company, especially safe. They really do preach that safe shit. So if you come to Roehl, you're looking for a safe company, trust me, this is definitely the company to come for if you're looking for a safe company. But more of the story, that's all the first week, pretty much school. Second week, this is the backing week. Okay, so this is mainly you actually starting to back. You got 90s, offset, and straight backs. Straight backs are easy. What the fuck? That's gonna save your ass. That's the main thing you're probably gonna do. If you have enough space to do a straight back, do a straight back. If you don't, make your day harder in trucking. Don't try to be looking cool in front of the shorties, the lotless and shit. Trying to let me do a damn 45 or a 90. If you can do a straight back, it actually shows them you're not stupid. But anyways, so 40s, 90s. Well, I lied. Technically, it's 90s because 45s you can do that shit. That's a flatbed. I'm gonna get to that later. So 90s, 90s straight backs, offset, easy. I pretty much by the third day already almost damn near got it down packed pretty easily because I was actually one of the best backers out of that whole group. Even between the second weeks and the third weeks, they say I was one of the best backers between those 3 weeks. Because you don't know, each week they bring in another person. So once we move on to the second week, they bring another batch in for their first week. We move to this third, the second week come to the second, and then move another motherfuckers in to come in for the first week. So that's like it's a constant cycle. So they were like, yeah, out of all the 3 weeks, I was probably one of their best backers. So by the end of the third week, if you didn't pretty much get backing down packed, they pretty much, well, I'm gonna say this. Second week, it was pretty much backing up. Second week, it was all backing. You got the down packed. All we did is back all day. By Friday, We actually took the semi trucks out with a trailer onto street roads to drive to get comfortable driving. But they did say they're gonna give you a time. If you wasn't mastering the backing or feeling they feel like they didn't feel comfortable with you, they did not move you further. So I think it was, I want to say the third week. We got to the third week. This is pretty much just strictly driving and backing, basically prepping us for the CDL test. So I think it was like the second day. It was a girl that was in our group, and she was good, but she was like not confident. She felt like she was overthinking shit. I'm gonna just play this. She had potential. I feel like she could have did it. Maybe she needed someone to re-explain it to her, but I guess no, it what it is. They end up not moving forward with her, so they sent her home because they feel like it was like she wouldn't get no farther. So third week was pretty much just driving around the city. We pretty much drove every day for the first 4 days that week, and we pretty much, well, technically it's 3 days. Technically it's every day for 3 days, but we had that extra Friday on the second week to drive. We drove every day, and for that third week, for 3 days, and we came back and practiced backing. So the fourth day, this is the last day we have, which is Thursday, to practice. Basically, that was like our test out for real before we go take our CDL test on a Friday. So they made us test out. What they did was they had us come and basically they didn't have my main instructor for the whole 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. They didn't use him. They used another instructor so he wouldn't be biased for a test. He basically did this exactly how it would be for the CDL test. So we did the pre-trip first, pre-trip, and then we did backing, and then we did on the road. I did great on all of them. Didn't fuck up pretty much. Besides like one situation where I had one wrong out of like, it's hella shit on the pre-trip. A lot of shit. So one wrong is great. So did good on the pre-trip, went back, did excellent. After that, we went on the road, did perfect. He actually liked me. He was like, yeah, you cool as hell. He said, you did good. He said, he said he already knew that I was going to do good on this test with ease, based on how I was driving and shit like that. So now we're moving on to, and yeah, by the way, if you didn't do good on that Thursday, or whatever day it is, because sometimes you either leave on Friday or leave on Thursday. Yeah, you either leave on Thursday or Friday, whichever day it's going to be. They don't know yet. So whichever day is your day before you go take a CDL test, if they don't feel comfortable with you, or if you're rating, like you're saying, like they say you fucked up on backing too much, or you did too many pull-ups, then they see you wrong. They don't want to move forward because they got to pay for that CDL test. So after that shit, we drove to Tennessee on Friday. I didn't drive. It was 3 of us. One of the other dudes drove, but then he ended up, my instructor ended up taking over because he was like, he just hurried the fuck up. Not on the rule shit, but he was like, because it's his time. These are scheduled appointments. So he was like, we want to get to Tennessee. So he drove the rest of the way. Everyone went. I think I was the last person. No, I was the second person to take my test. First dude, I'm not trying to talk shit about him, but he was the most person our instructor was worried about because he was as confident. He wasn't getting it down pat, but he did great. He did good. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of all the boys who passed the CDL test with me. So they did good. He passed smoothly. He did his job. He did good. Then I came. I did my shit, and I did good. And then the third dude, so all of us passed. So when it came down to it, my results, I did perfect. I just fucked up on one thing, which it wasn't my fault. It was actually her not hearing me, and I offered her because there was a train behind us coming back and forth, and I repeated her twice that she couldn't hear. She was like, I can't hear you. She was literally doing this like that. I can't hear you. She was a sweet old lady, don't get it twisted. She was sweet as hell. I liked her, but she couldn't hear me. So I offered her a third time. I said, you want me to repeat one more time since the train is gone? She said, nah, I trust you. Which, when I got my results back, the shaft, it was something on a dry shaft. I tried to I was trying to tell her about this shit, and when she said it's fine, I said, cool, just for you to mark that off as a point. I was like, huh? So everything else was perfect. I think I messed up in one situation where I didn't look at the height, but I was trying to change lanes to get over to the right lane. So coming up guard, but other than that, everything was perfect. My backing was excellent. I didn't pull up not once on any of my backs. So the 45, offset, or straight back. If you pull up on a straight back, that's pretty fucking insane. But the only way you should really pull up on is the offset and the 45, or the 90. But I did perfect. I was the only person out of the first couple weeks to get a perfect on backing. So when I even trying to pull up, I didn't pull up on either of them. So I did that, passed it. We all went home back to Tennessee, back to Georgia. That was the last day. Now, this is flatbed purposes. This is over 10 minutes. It is what it is. So flatbed purposes, we actually drove. We basically kind of the same thing. I had to go all the way to Gary, Indiana for my 1 week training. It's still $600. So net wise, 2,000. So basically, that was smooth. All we was doing was pretty much learning how to secure the loads, especially coils and construction equipment. And it basically got a grasp how to tarp and stuff like that. But that was pretty much it. So after that week, they sent us back home and we waited for our trainers. I did good on the securement, so they were like, yep, they'll move forward. And so basically, I was good. So I came home waiting for my trainee. So I ain't gonna talk about my trainee. That's pretty much it. This was particularly just about the CDL school. Cool dude though. I do fuck with my trainer. I hope he's doing good. But that's pretty much it. That's basically the sum up. I try to do it in 10 minutes so y'all won't be here for long, because it's not too much I need to know about CDL school besides the first week being mainly paperwork, especially the first 2 days, and then the second week being backing, and the third week is, second week is backing, but for us, and we were moving fast, backing in the like Thursday or Friday was driving, especially Friday, and then the third week is driving, mainly driving and backing, and then you go into your test. And with flatbed, the fourth week is just you just testing. What's it called? The fourth week is you just pretty much learning again securement training. Now I will add this in. Once you get done with your trainee, it's a 4-week process, I believe, or 3 weeks. No, it's like 3 weeks. You're out for 3 weeks with your trainer, but you can stay longer, or you can come shorter. Now, I was doing good enough where I could have came home early, but since I wanted to stay out, I was like, you know what, let me stay out with my trainer for a little bit longer, because I wanted to make the extra money, and I wanted to be home by, I think it was New Year's. So I came off early. I wouldn't have been off from New Year's. I've been working. So I said, no, what, let me stay out for 2 more weeks. I asked him. He said, cool. So I ended up staying out for a month with him. After that, you go home, you test out. I tested out perfect. The dude who instructed me, he said I did great, perfect, cool. 4-week process, and yes, those are still the same checks. You're still gonna make $600 each day with your trainer. He makes $70 plus on each day, so it's $7 each day he's training you, plus. Not plus, $70 each day. So after that shit, like I said, it's a smooth process. I would say this whole process, including with the training, 3 weeks process, and then driving for flatbed purposes, it's gonna take about 2 months or max a month and 3 weeks, maybe even 2 weeks. I could have done a month and 2 weeks. I could have stopped training with my trainer, I think 2.5 weeks, but I want to stay longer. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any more questions, comment into make a comment into the comment section. If you have anything else you want to talk about, if you want to join Roehl, please use me as a referral. You can text me on IG _CashyTwin_. It's literally the exact same name as I got as my YouTube channel name, exact same. But that's all it for the video, boys. That will be blessed.
Lil Russ in this bitch, but I got big drip. I compare low to my little brother just to hit in it.